Okay, I understand a lot of you are a little upset with me because last week I said that the University of North Carolina was an absolute dead bolted lock to beat Georgia, and I may or may not have advised you to make some very, let's say, severe financial decisions as part of that game. Not saying that I said this personally, but maybe something along the lines of, take out your 401k or, mortgage your house and put all your money on North Carolina to win that game. And obviously, because the NCAA is rigged, or just because the stars in the sky did not align, maybe there was like a DARPA satellite somewhere which threw off the astrological rhythm of the universe. I don't know. But through some great fluke, Georgia won that game, and I was proven erroneous. And for the first time in history, first time ever, my guaranteed lock of the week was not indeed a lock. But here we are, week 2, and I think this time around, there's not a whole lot of good games on the schedule. So things, if you're going to be going out and betting, if you're looking for underdogs, not the best week to do it. But in case you are, I'm still your man. Even though I didn't get North Carolina right, I still got a whole bunch of other games right. I got Alabama right. I got the Clemson game right. I think I covered the spread on that one too. So I'm still reliable. 25 games, I got 17 or 18 of them correct. So that's pretty good average. You should listen to me. I'm an authoritative voice based on numerical data. So anyway, taking a look at the games. Friday, September 9th, we've got Louisville taking on Syracuse. Louisville, if you don't know, their quarterback is awesome. He scored 8 touchdowns in the first half in the first game when they won 70 to -3 against whoever they were playing. Taking on Syracuse, and Syracuse really shouldn't be that competitive a game. Louisville, they're 15-point favorite, over under 68.5. I like keeping the line where it is. Take Louisville and win. 15 points, they'll cover that no easy. Not even difficult at all. So Louisville, not even going to bother. Central Michigan against Ohio State. Oklahoma State's a 20.5-point favorite, over under 61. Let's go under 61, and we'll give Oklahoma State the points. I think they'll cover it by just about that much. Prairie View A&M taking on Texas A&M. We don't see a line for this one, but I think this will be actually a little bit closer. I don't think it's going to be a huge 20-point margin of victory. A&M wins. I think the margin of victory is going to be about whatever they give you, whatever Vegas says. Let's go with Texas A&M. Whatever the over-under is, kind of skew towards the under. Georgia taking on Nicholls. There's no line out. Georgia's going to win this one. I mean, Nicholls State, I don't even know what state that's in. To the best of my knowledge, there is no state called Nicholls, so why Nicholls State exists is just beyond me. So Georgia, don't even bother. Michigan against UCF. Michigan is a 35.5-point favorite. That seems a little bit high, so go under that if you can. Over under 53.5. Go over for sure. Lamar against Houston. There's no line. We all know Houston's going to win. Whatever the over under is, they usually kind of skew it high. I go under and take whatever points you give for Houston. Don't even bother. Clemson against Troy. 35.5-point favorites for Clemson. I think it's way, way, way too high. I mean, they'll probably win it by 21 points, but still, it seems a little absurd. Over under 63.5. That kind of, you're hedging your bets on Clemson to put up a lot of points. I don't think they'll put up 8 touchdowns, though. So let's go under. And, of course, Clemson wins that one. Don't need me to tell you that. Charleston Southern, kind of interesting development. They have a million bajillion suspensions coming up. So there's actually a pretty, up until game day, there's a pretty strong chance they may have actually had to forfeit the game against Florida State. But, Florida State wins. Whatever the line is, go under. Well, actually go over for this one. It's going to be a blowout. And take the points for Florida. Akron against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, 23-point favorite. Over under is 47.5. Seems very, very high. Take Wisconsin in the points. Over under, go over. Southern Miss against Baylor. Over under is 76 points. That's going to be over 76 points. Baylor's 31.5-point favorites. I'm going to go with Baylor. That still seems high, though. I mean, take the points, but just don't see it happening. I'm scoring that many points. Well, actually, it's probably true. They can't score 76. Whatever, just go with Baylor. They're going to win. Nevada at Notre Dame. Now, if I were a really, really risky guy, I might actually pull the underdog trigger for Nevada. But I think Notre Dame wins. Over under 61, way too high. It's going to be like a 45-3 game or something like that. Well, actually, I know it's kind of weird. I'm saying I'm going to pull the upset. Then I say Notre Dame's going to win 45-3. It seems a little hypocritical. But, I mean, you just know how these things happen. You just go out there and you miss turnover, you have special teams collapses. Things happen. So that would be my fluky, astronomical upset of the week. But I'm not doing that. I'm playing it smart. So Notre Dame, over under 61. Let's go under. And 28 points for Notre Dame is a ridiculously high spread. But if they're giving it, I say take it. Western Kentucky against Alabama. Alabama is 28-point favorite. Definitely go with that. Over under 61.5. Go over. I think Western Kentucky will get probably 1 or 2 touchdowns, put it over the margin. Tulsa against Ohio State. Ohio State's a 28.5-point favorite. Over under 74. I'm going to say go under 74. Keep the spread. Sounds about right. Wofford against Ole Miss. There's no line out, but Ole Miss is going to win. We know that. Idaho against Washington. Now this one has me kind of going, You know, if there's 2 games this week where I think there is a very, very high chance of a big, big upset. And this is one of them. And I am really, really tempted. Washington's a 37.5-point favorite. Over under 60. Definitely going to go under 60, but for Washington, I don't think they're going to win by that much. I think it's going to be single digits. So don't take the points on that one. Just go low ball. You'll do all right. Give it to Washington, though. Florida Atlantic against Miami. Miami's going to score a bunch of points. Actually, I would go way over the line of 24.5 points for University of Miami. Over under 62. Assuming Florida Atlantic's not going to score a lot of points. That sounds about right. Keep it under. Louisiana Monroe against Oklahoma. Oklahoma bounces back. They're 46.5-point favorites. They're going to want revengeance for what happened against Houston. They're going to score a lot of points. Not sure it's going to be 46.5 though. Over under 65. Let's go under. Oklahoma wins by a bunch, but I don't think they're going to win by that much. We got UTEP. That is the University of Texas, El Paso, taking on just normal Texas. Texas 30.5-point favorite. Over under 58.5. Texas, they're not going to win by that much. I mean, they might win by like a touchdown or 2, but that's way too high. Over under, I'll probably go under. Texas still wins. Arkansas against TCU. I don't know. I'm getting a kind of an upset vibe about this one as well, but I'm not going to push it. I think it's going to be close. TCU is a 7.5-point favorite. If they're going to win, they're going to win by like a field goal. Over under 58.5. They score lots of points and go over. TCU wins, but just barely. Iowa State against Iowa. Iowa should have no problem with this one. They're 15-point favorites. Okay, go with that. That sounds good. Over under 51. Just keep it under. Jacksonville State against LSU. Now, we know what happened the last time. It was week 2, and Jacksonville State was playing a SEC West powerhouse. LSU will win, but it's going to be very, very close. They're going to win by like a touchdown, 10 points. It's going to go down to the wire. But LSU wins. If the point spread is over 10 points, don't take it. And over-under, kind of skewed. I think it's going to be a little bit more low scoring than people imagine. Final 2 of the week as far as top 25. Virginia and Oregon. Oregon's a 24.5-point favorite. Seems a little high, but take it anyway. Over-under 70.5. Go under. Now, we come to my absolute guaranteed lock. Got to highlight this one. Lock of the week. It's my upset of the week. It's the big game, really the only game going on this weekend, which has any amount of drama or element of competition to it. Virginia Tech, Tennessee. They're playing it at a NASCAR venue. Why? Because why not? That's why. And Tennessee obviously had so much trouble against Appalachian State. Virginia Tech, I think, is probably a better team than Appalachian State. Tennessee is really trying to get their marbles together. Technically, it's in Bristol, so it's kind of a home game, but it's still also kind of close to Virginia territory. And I just don't have a whole lot of faith in Jalen Hurd. And I have a whole lot more faith in Gerard Evans. And I think they're going to go in there, and I think Virginia Tech, right now Tennessee is an 11.5-point favorite. Give that spread to Virginia Tech. That's right. I'm taking the underdog pick. Put all your money on it. Virginia Tech wins by, a touchdown and a half, couple of field goals, over under 54. Let's keep it under. Guaranteed upset of the week. Virginia Tech knocks out Tennessee at a racetrack, and you'll make some money. Not that I encourage you to do that, because this is all for entertainment. I don't even know what betting is. Parlay, what's that? What's that mean? Las Vegas? Is that a city? I don't know. It could be. Don't gamble, because it's illegal. Do what real men do. Go on the stock market and gamble money that way. That's how you do it. Don't do it on college football for any reason ever. So anyway, guaranteed week 2 picks. Take them to the bank. Take them to a bank you don't even have an account with. That's how much faith I have in these picks. Do them. You'll thank me later. Take your kids out to dinner. And next week, you'll see how right I am.